Good evening. I'll call this the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting for Thursday, May 2nd, 2019. I'm going to call the meeting to order. It is 7:36. We need to appoint Hugh Cushion and Wesley Pettit as full-time members for tonight's meeting. Do we have a motion?
Second.
I need a motion
Need a
first.
motion. I'd like to make a motion to appoint both Hugh Cushing and Wesley Pettit as full-time members of the zoning board.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, next is roll call.
Roberto Cini.
George Sligo.
William LePage. Hugh Cushion. Wesley Pettit.
Okay. We're having a public hearing for Kim Clinton. I'll open the public hearing at 7:37. The applicant is appealing the cease and desist issued by the building inspector for operation of running an animal kennel at 44 New Boston Road, Dudley, Mass. According to section 2.03.02, use by district chart, animal kennel is a non-permitted use.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Casey, where are you at this stage? Are you still, you're appealing the decision?
I guess until I move, I have a signed purchase and sale agreement, so I'll be moving out of Dudley.
You're moving on Saturday?
No, I'm moving out of Dudley.
Moving out of Dudley?
So
And
I
when-
don't know if I can just redact the cease and desist or not contest it. I'm not sure what the process is, but I am moving out of Dudley, and the closing is May 15th.
Mr. Chairman, through you, when is the date that you're moving out of Dudley?
The closing date is the 15th of May, and I'll be leaving by June 1st.
Thank you.
But she said it out by the 21st.
Would you repeat that? I'm sorry.
I'm closing on May 15th of this year, and I'll be leaving Dudley by June 1st.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any questions from the board?
So you'll be moving by the 1st, and so
Yes.
all of the animals will be gone at that time too?
Correct.
Sometimes a closing can be delayed, so I don't know if we have any way to really regulate that. What happens if her closing date gets delayed and she isn't able to move?
I've already been assured by the bank that that's not going to happen, and they're going to be providing me with that in writing by the end of the week.
Do you have that in writing
I'll
from
have
the
it.
bank?
I'll have it by the end of the week. I have it from the lender on my phone that I can show you, but the official letter, I guess they call it the commitment letter, will be available on Friday or by Friday.
Would you consider forwarding it to the zoning board for,
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
but as you know, things can happen, as Mr. Pettit said, that things can fall through. So what happens if it does fall through, even though you may have the letter of commitment?
I have a
Something could
backup.
happen.
Sorry.
What's the backup?
The backup plan is to lease a property in a commercial zone, not in Dudley.
Not in Dudley. And when is that supposed to take place?
Well, so because I already have this purchase and sale that's been signed and committed to on my part, I can't officially sign anything else until, if the loan actually fell through, I wouldn't be able to sign anything until that point. But I have identified a building, I've spoken to the town, passed it with the bylaw, zoning committee, and also spoke to the landlord, the person who'd be leasing the commercial property to me as well.
So help me understand, if
Mhm.
the deal falls through with your house that you are
Yes.
selling,
Fine.
or buying, I'm
Buying,
sorry,
yes.
okay? That's the backup plan.
Yeah, the backup plan is to still vacate the property by June 1st.
If you could forward those items to us, we would appreciate it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Through the chairman, here's my concerns. If, I sent a violation ticket, $100 a day and $200 for consecutive days. And like Mr. Sinney says, if it falls through, are we going to come to an agreement that it's retroactive? I mean, I think it's an incentive for her to move for sure, but I'd like it, that we work it out right here tonight, that it's clear to everybody where we stand.
Right.
including-
I'd have to agree with the
You know.
inspector.
I have no problem with that. Nobody else wants quicker out of Dudley than I do, to be
Right. I mean,
honest.
collectively, we should work together, you on your side and the zoning board on our side, and all of us want to come to, if you may, a gentleman's agreement.
Mhm.
So that's what we're aiming for, I believe, at this point.
Sure,
But I'd have to agree with the inspector.
that's
And
fine.
again, through the chair, well, I guess what I'm saying is if she didn't move, it would start from when we sent her the first violation notice or ticket. But my question is, if she doesn't move or something happens, are we all agreeing that, the ticket's going to stop from that day and she's going to be paying? Because she's not appealing my decision, so.
Correct.
What day? The day?
Yeah.
Are there any abutters present?
George, before you go any further, can I just say on the air and have it on record what our email address is? Because we're requesting paperwork from her.
Yep.
Okay, it's Gloria H. at dudleyma.gov.
Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, she asked me that date. It's January 22nd, 2019 is when the cease and desist started, so it would start from that date.
Thank you.
When was that?
January 22nd. But we, there was trouble with the publications and stuff.
Mhm.
That's why we're here now. And
Any abutters would like to say anything? Can you please come up and state your name?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Robert Stavash, 40 New Boston. My house is right in front of 44. My whole backyard abuts that property. I had a list of things to say here, but in spite of what she just said, there's no sense pursuing it if it's gonna be all done this month. So, we all know what went on.
Yep. So if she moves out by the first,
Fine with me. As
You're-
long as the
you're
cars
fine
stop
with that.
coming into my driveway looking for dogs, I'll be happy with that.
okay?
And there hasn't been any lately. There was a lot of noise and whatnot over the last year or so, but with her doing what she's gonna do, I'm not gonna make her life any more miserable than it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
So Kim, you can go back, I'm sorry. I just want to be sure that we understand you, and I understand you, and the board understands you, that no matter what happens, you have a plan, you already
Yes,
gave a deposit, I take it, and you're good to go
oh, yes.
June 1st, wherever
Yes.
you're going.
Yes.
And
I have
you,
a backup to the backup plan.
okay. So that, and you're going to forward that to us also? that information?
Yes, if I can get that in writing from
Yeah.
the
We'd like
person
that.
that owns the building, but I can certainly get you the commitment letter in writing.
Yeah, we just need to know and reassure that everybody's on the same page, and we have,
Mhm.
it's always better to have something in writing, so
Right.
therefore we have a paper trail. You understand,
I
correct?
understand that, yes. Mhm.
I thank you.
Are there
Thank
any
you.
more, any other butters that'd like to speak?
Names.
You need to come up here and
Okay.
speak.
My name's Ron McGovern. I live at 3 Rocky Road. And, you know, I just want to know if she's going to be able to still sell dogs until then, because it's a really suicide driveway. And I've almost hit cars coming up out of her driveway before. And people are not familiar with that area. Rocky Road is not a good road to be, you know, running a business out of.
Her driveway's out of
Her
Rocky Road?
Or New
Or
Boston Road. And it's right where the hill and everything comes up. It's not a good area to be having a business to begin with, coming in and out of there. You know, I just don't think,
I know it's a bad corner. I
Yeah,
think
it's
anybody
really-
pulling out, whether it's a relative of hers or whoever,
yeah,
it's a
but you have
bad
people
corner.
who don't know the area.
Yeah.
You know, she shouldn't be selling dogs there, period. Well,
I have a question, George. I guess I should know this, but do you own the house that you're living in on New Boston Road, or do you
No, I
rent it?
lease it currently.
Should we be talking to the homeowner?
He's aware of it. He also received a copy of the cease and desist.
Okay.
Okay, through you, Mr. Chairman, I'm sorry. The gentleman asked a question. Do you still plan on selling the dogs between now and June 1st was the question. I don't think we got an answer from you.
Thank you for allowing me to answer. The answer is no. The litters that are currently born at the house will not be ready to go home until June 1st, and I'll already be at the new location by then.
Okay, so we have your reassurance that you will not be selling.
Correct. There will be no sales going on between now and June 1st.
I'm sorry?
There will be no sales between now and...
Thank you.
I should say the last day of May, and then June 1st, we're moving, and that's when it takes place.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other butters? I will close the hearing at 7:46.
Hold on.
She's not gonna be, well, we're gonna discuss that right now. First. Yeah. It's 7:45. I'm closing the public hearing. Have that in a motion, please.
I'll make a motion, we close.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to close the meeting at 7:45. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay. Someone make a motion to what was basically agreed to here?
Well, I think the motion, it certainly has to be made, the first thing that has to be made to appease the abutters is that no animals will be sold between now and June 1st. I'll make that in the form of a motion. That the Kim Clinton will not be allowed to sell any animals between today and June 1st, 2019.
And that if she has to move out by June 1st.
Okay, I was gonna do it in a separate motion. And also the fact that you need to be off your property on or before June 1st, 2019.
So I plan on being all moved out by June 1st, so...
I'm sorry?
I plan on being moved out by June 1st.
Okay.
So I'd like to agree not to sell any puppies between now and the last day of May, because I'll already be gone by June 1st. So I don't want to say that I'm not selling puppies on June 1st, because I won't be in Dudley anymore.
That would just be from that location.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Cease and desist from that location, basically, right?
Correct.
I just want to make sure I'm crossing my Ts. and
Between
Is.
now and June 1st.
If you sell,
Right.
if you sell, what you do at another location other than in that's not in Dudley,
Yeah, that's
not our
all I
problem.
wanted to make sure of. So that was fine, okay. Yes, I agree.
In that, I would also make the motion that no matter what falls through, that you will not be there on or before June 1st.
Correct.
Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's what we agreed to, correct?
Yes, that's what we agreed to, yes.
okay. So I need that in formal motion, and if she fails to do that, the fines go back to,
Is that part of the motion? And if she fails to do that?
yes. Well,
The fines will go back to, what was it, January 22nd, 2019. Do you understand that?
Yes,
Okay. Just making sure. And that's all in the form of a motion. Did you get, is that, Gloria? Did you get that? Oh, okay.
could you say that?
We'll help you out.
Okay. Roberto made a motion that Kim Clinton will not be allowed to sell dogs between now and June 1st. Also, that she needs to vacate on or before June 1st. And no matter what falls through, that Kim Clinton will not be in Dudley by June 1st. If she fails to do that, the fines will go back to January 22nd, 2019.
Can we add to that, that she and the animals will be gone by June 1st?
Actually, if she wants to stay and not sell animals.
Just the animals,
That's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Just the wording of it.
The business, and the business, we'll change that to the business aspect.
Yeah, change
Do
it.
you want to change to the business? No animals will be sold.
The latter end of the motion, which says that she has to move out of Dudley. We just want to make sure that
The business has to be moved out
business,
of
the
Dudley.
business aspect of it.
Okay, so
If
instead
she
of,
wants to stay in Dudley, she's
Right,
entitled to stay wherever she wants to.
right.
will not run a business,
From the location where she's at.
Do you have it, see,
what kind of, should we label the business?
you said you had,
So, not sell
after you
puppies.
close, then you're gonna be arranging to relocate the dogs at that point?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The reason for the delay is because I need to put up fences and get the property ready.
So she will not be operating the business of selling dogs.
Could you repeat that now so that,
Running a kennel, selling dogs.
Mhm.
Kim Clinton will not be allowed to sell animals between now and June 1st. And also that she needs to vacate on or before June 1st. And no matter what falls through, that Kim Clinton will not run the business of selling dogs in Dudley by June 1st. And if she fails to do that, the fines will go back to January 22nd, 2019.
That doesn't address the fact that there are dogs there still. No. She's not gonna be able to sell between now and June 1st, but it's nothing there about not having the dogs there after June 1st.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Running a kennel, I think, might cover something to that effect.
You understand?
So do we need some time to think about this motion?
through to you, if you wanted to make a second motion to that effect.
That the dogs are relocated also.
Right.
I'd like to make a motion then that not only the puppies not be sold, but the kennel must be removed from the premises.
Second.
Wait a minute. Do we have a ruling on the first motion? A second on the first motion?
You're right, we'll do the first motion first.
I'm confused.
Okay. Yeah, we should do the first one.
first.
Yeah.
So I made that motion, so I
Okay.
can second.
The first motion is what she just said.
Yep.
Do we have a motion on that?
Okay, I'll second that.
Okay, a motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, now the second motion is that,
The dogs and the kennel must be removed by June 1st.
Removed from Dudley,
From
from 44 New Boston Road.
from that locale.
And I'll second that.
Is it dogs and puppies? Is there a difference between?
You can
Yeah,
listen. to both.
because we were just saying she couldn't sell the puppies, but that didn't have anything to do with them being there. So the puppies and the dogs, she had to not sell them, and she had to get them out by June 1st.
Right.
Okay.
And I just seconded it.
okay, a motion's been made and seconded that to have the dogs / puppies removed by June 1st. Okay, motion's been made and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right, so if you fail to have them out, the fines will kick back.
To January 22nd.
Correct.
Yes. I understand.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is the meeting minutes from March 2nd, 7th, 2019.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thanks.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion that we accept the minutes from March 7th.
Okay,
So moved.
motion's been made and seconded to accept the minutes from March 7th. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Second is the meeting minutes for April 4th, 2019.
I'll make a motion, we accept the minutes from the meeting April 4th, 2019.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to accept the minutes from April 4th, 2019. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Got a motion to adjourn.
George, before we adjourn, do I have to file anything with the town clerk now regarding this?
Yeah, you should.
Because we really didn't address the issue of her appealing.
I think you should because of the decision as far as going back on the fines, what she needs to do. I would do
Yep.
that one for that reason.
So are you guys all going to be available
Yep.
in a couple of weeks? Because the town hall's closed next week, the week after, to sign this?
What week you talking about, the 13th or the 17th?
What's next week? 7th is the 9th next week, so the 16th?
Yeah, as long as you put us all on notice that we need to come in and
Yeah.
sign. Sure.
I'll send you an email letting you know the decision is ready.
Awesome. Yeah,
But you'll have to come in and sign it before I can give it to the town clerk.
we understand.
And
Thank you.
we're within a certain timeframe.
I haven't been to the property, but is there a kennel structure that was illegally built without a permit?
It's in the house.
It's in the house, okay.
It's a big house. Nice house.
And it was, just to answer
But
your
is it
question,
still-
there was no permits or anything, it was just they just felt that it was built in the house.
And in your paperwork, you have a note from the town clerk saying that there's no record of licenses.
Yeah, okay.
I think, wasn't it what happened, didn't the fire department go there for something?
I don't even know how all this came about.
All right. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
Let me see. We got something from KP Law regarding one of the lawsuits that were filed.
That's town council, KP Law. New town council.
Temporary, I guess.
Oh, this is Durden's. This is not, this isn't us.
Well, it came to us. It was sent to us in an email.
It's got Walton Bank.
Yeah, but this doesn't have to do with the zoning board of appeals.
Okay. And the last thing is, Brian Canty sent us a note saying he's no longer able to continue as a member of the ZBA. He had hoped to be able to complete his appointed term, but it's not possible. So he resigned, and it appears that the Board of Selectmen have accepted his resignation with regrets.
So would one of you gentlemen would like to be a permanent member?
And it doesn't matter to me either way.
He's
I would.
great.
Yeah. Can I make twice as much as you do?
Sure, I'll do it, George.
Okay.
If Hugh doesn't want to, he's got the
No.
experience on it.
Do we have to make a,
Can you send a letter to the selectmen asking that Mr. Pettit be made a permanent member?
What will happen is he will fulfill Brian's term,
Oh,
then be reappointed when Brian's term
Yeah.
is,
Okay.
When is Brian's term over?
I'll have to look that up. I don't know off the top of my head.
I know mine's up in June.
he had just come back recently, so I don't.
Yeah. Usually alternates go year to year, but full-time members have a longer term.
Whatever it is. it's fine.
27 years.
Thank you.
Okay. A motion to adjourn?
Second?
Who made the motion?
I'm asking for a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Okay, a motion. Billy made it, he seconded it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.